Hi everybody, so I'm interviewing Alexei Cosmic Shaman today. Thank you, Alexei. Thank you for being here
Thank
today.
you.
So Alexei, he specializes in energy healing, sound healing, and also Akashic records. So Alexei, why don't we start with how exactly did you get into your spiritual journey? How did it started? What triggered it? 'Cause,
Uh,
I know for everybody there's a turning point in their lives,
yeah,
one that
yeah.
helps, one
It
that
was
starts.
12 years ago,
Mhm.
and the main trigger it was yoga.
Mhm.
I start practice yoga, and I start see how my life start to change after that practice,
Mhm.
and I start more go deeper in this practice, and I change my diet to vegetarian. I quit like alcohol, like tobacco, all negative things which help me to rise level of my vibration. And the very big transformation start happening in my life. Like I start attract a lot of positive things in my life. I start see how everything start changing around, how negative people start disappear from my life. Because before that I was pretty like not a super lucky person, a lot of troubles, a lot of like negative things in my life. But when I start my spiritual journey through yoga and start add some practice, I start see like very clear how everything start changing around me. And so I in that point I realized that I don't want to come back to my previous life, because I see how these things can change everything. And I start going more deeper and deeper, and like years by years I practice a lot of different things like meditation and like lucid dreams, out of body experience, like astral traveling and chanting, and many different practice. And like year after year I like see how my life became better and better.
Wow, very interesting. So you've done a lot of work. You've done a lot of internal work, and you went through different phases. So I know you facilitate different type of workshops. You facilitate you have one-on-one sessions that people can sign up with you. You also facilitate workshops, and you also facilitate more of a global events where you have in the audience of 100+ people attending. So just give me a idea, what can the audience expect when they attend your workshops? I know it's a mixture of different factors, but why don't we just give it to the audience, because for those people
Yeah,
who are
it's
not
a like
familiar.
pretty unique ceremony. I call it ceremony because it's not like regular events. I do it for like past 5 years. I travel around the world. I made these ceremonies in different countries and cities, and literally 1,000 of people went through this ceremony.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And like mostly all the time after ceremonies, I start receiving a lot of messages and letters from people, and they start explain how everything start changing in the like after like couple days after the ceremony, they already start see how everything start changing in their lives. So I create pretty unique ceremony because I do energy healing. I have connection for cosmic channel. I didn't get any initiation for that channel. It just came by themselves. Because I travel a lot, especially some power places, places with like vortexes and very like powerful energy. And in one of that place I received that gift. I just I just sit in meditation, and I went in kind of like trance state for like 30 minutes, and I start feel like physically start feel a very strong flow of energy coming from the space to my head, and just feel my physical body, and I start feel vibration, my arms left up. I just sit in like with closed eyes, and I start shake, I start make some noise, some sounds, and my face left up, and I felt that energy going through my face, my body. And in this kind of state I was for around 30 minutes. And after that I start felt that connection to that energy, like every day when I go in my meditation state, I connect to that energy and I start feel that vibration. I start shaking. Sometimes I start speak like different language or make some strange words or noise. And I realized that I have connection to that energy and I can transfer this energy. And I start trying to understand how to use that energy. I start with crystals. I put my hands on people's body to like heal some. Mostly it's work with energy, so it's not like can heal your like specific trauma in your body, but it heal energy in your body, and your trauma became healed as well because I work with energy. So mostly I work with chakras. I activate chakra. I clear like some blockages, negative energy from people bodies. And one day I realized I just tried to play on singing bowl during my session with people. And after this session, people came to me and said, you know, when you play on your singing bowl, we start felt like very powerful flow inside of our bodies. Like we start physically feel that energy. And I realized that I can transfer this energy through sound as well. And I start focus on sound healing. I add sound healing to my ceremonies. So now it's like combination of sound healing, it's combination of special breath work, which I create myself. So it's work with energy to activate energy, to put people in subconscious level, to connect to your higher self, to connect to Akashic Records library. I guide people through that connections, and people can receive important information. People can receive answers to their questions or some guidance, like to understand which way it's better for you to go to like get more positive result in your life. So I combine all these things together. I do energy healing. I connect to my channel during the session. I work with this energy. I heal people. I even do these ceremonies online because it's work on astral level. So I don't need even like be physically together with people. Yeah, I work on energy level, and people some because I travel a lot, and a lot of people in some countries they waiting for me when I come back again to experience that like in person. But when I out of that country, I do online for that people who waiting for me. And sometimes people said that online was more powerful than in person.
Interesting.
Yeah, so yeah, that's how it's work.
Oh, wow. And how long does it take usually for you to get the people in the state of trance? So approximately.
It's very personal. As I usually people say, I had people who went my ceremonies for 20 or 30 times, and each ceremony it's totally different experience. They do different like process during these ceremonies. So it's very personal and like pretty intimate experience for each person. Even each time the same person go to my ceremonies, so each ceremony is totally different from one to another. And sometimes people don't went to trance state. They usually just sometimes people went sleep in the beginning and wake up in the end, because some people has very monkey mind, and it's very difficult to calm that mind. It's more easy to just switch person to put it sleep and do some energy work during that person just sleep, and in the end that person just wake up, and that's it. Yeah, but sometimes people just in the beginning of ceremony I explain a little bit to give some people direction and explain what we're going to do. Even people during that time already start getting some state. I didn't start do anything, because through my voice when I talk with people, they already start feel some energy, some work, and yeah, sometimes people get some state just before the ceremony. Yeah, so it's very intimate and personal. Sometimes people can get very deep. Many times people told me that they was out of body and they just flow like few meters behind the place with ceremony and just observe how it's happened from the top. You know, yeah. Sometimes people don't went very deep, but still they feel like a lot of people physically start feel energy during the ceremony. If you never felt energy, like physically energy in your body before, so at my ceremony people start physically feel that energy flow start going. Even like people start feel energy balls in their hands, they start play with that energy. Yeah, so I can't tell exactly about like time frame or like specific states with people, because day one day, yeah, it's totally different.
I have a good question, because I've personally, I've attended a lot of different workshops. I worked with different practitioners, and I know that some people from my friends or my acquaintances in the community, in the conscious community, they don't feel comfortable doing group workshops, because as you're aware, when everybody's in somebody's energy field or enters somebody's auric field, there are some entities that some people they can take on somebody else's entities. So do you put, usually when there is a group workshop, do you put some sort of a protection around to protect people so they don't catch somebody else's entities on an astral level?
Yeah, of course. In the beginning we do like personal protection. Each person do like protection around body, and also I do group protection as well around the whole group. And also I do kind of like energy vortex which suck inside all these negative energy entities, sickness and negative thoughts, like problems, wherever we will release from our bodies during the ceremony. It suck inside of this vortex and throw into the space. So we don't keep anything inside of our sacred place during that ceremony.
Incredible. Yeah, because that's very important, because I know some people they're not too comfortable doing group work due to that factor.
Yeah, it depends of facilitator or shaman or whatever you do, because some people not really know about how to protect the attendees. They just do like sound healing or like some breath work, and a lot of things start happen, but that person not really like deep in this practice, and he don't really know how to protect that people. And some people, like ayahuasca ceremony, when people left after ceremony to get some entities from from shaman, because some shamans they like suck your energy.
That's
they start to create events just to receive some energy from people.
Yes, unfortunately that is the case on some occasions. We're not going to get deep into that, but I've had some negative experience. But that's for another interview. Okay, that's very interesting. So so are you also, do you do any collaboration? Do you do any business collaboration as far as events?
Yes, I pretty open for collaboration. I especially open for spiritual people who I feel connection and feel that that person really have some gift, or do something like with open heart, not for like make money and just to help other people. Because my main idea to help people, not to like get money and just monetize what I do. I have other businesses, so this is of course it's important for energy exchange. So you can do it for free, or you can do it for like very low amount of money, because you spend a lot of energy. And even person who receive that energy from you, to make this energy work, that person have to give something to you. Because when I do like for donation based ceremony, some people don't pay anything to me, and they don't receive, even they go through the whole ceremony, no any transformation will happen with that person, because he don't want to share or make that energy exchange, to like give something to me, because I give something for that person. So yeah, it's very important, but I don't focus on like making money and like material things, especially in these spiritual ceremonies.
Got it. Yes, it's very important to do with an open heart. I also, when I work with my students, we're on the same, page. So
Yeah, I combine this ceremony with cacao ceremony. We do it
okay.
together. Yeah, I used to live in Bali, and I collaborate with a lot of spiritual people there. We did like together, like 1 day retreats when different masters do they like practice and ceremonies with people. Yeah, also combined with nails standing as well.
So you do a lot of things. And as far as Akashic records, does that go separately? Does that also take place in one workshop, or is that more on one-on-one? Because I think for Akashic, that's on one-on-one.
I have two different options. The first option, and it's Akashic Records connection during the main ceremony. Because before I didn't like focus on that, and it start happen for any reason. I don't know which reason, but people after the ceremony start telling me that they start to receive a lot of information. They start to receive answers to questions, and I realized that Akashic Records connection happened during my ceremonies, and I start learn a little bit about how to like guide correctly people to that energy field to receive a lot of information. So I start do special meditation in the beginning to connect people to higher self, to connect people to Akashic Records. But during the group session, I can't like guide each person direct to and like ask specific questions or something. So it's mostly like I put people in that state, and person on by own like connect to Akashic Records or to higher self. But when I do one-on-one session, I bring people to a higher self, and I already have list of questions which person interested to get answers, and I ask these questions, and we receive answers to that questions. So it's on one-on-one sessions. But during the group ceremony, I can't ask any questions for each person. Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, it seems like you offer a lot during your workshop. So for those of you who are interested in attending, Alex said we'll have a couple of workshops coming up. Together we're going to be also collaborating, because I love collaborating with like-minded individuals who are also on the same spiritual path. So stay tuned for that. So as far as getting a hold of you and checking your information, what is the best way? Will it be in Instagram, Facebook?
Yeah, Instagram. I usually use Instagram. Also, people can read some reviews or see how my ceremonies happen. I have some videos. Yeah, so a lot of information mostly at my Instagram.
Okay, fantastic. So for those of you who are interested in learning more about Alexei's work, we will include an Instagram link for you to take a look at, and then you can have access to his videos and testimonials and his past events. Thank you, Alexei. I think we've covered all the bases. So again, for those of you who are interested, we will include the link within Alexei's Instagram. You can take a look at his past events, and you can get a hold of him directly, either schedule a one-on-one consultation with him or attend his upcoming events. Thank you again for your time, and thank you our audience. Have a wonderful day, everybody.